The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that the latest developments will make viewers experience everything from hope and jealousy to collapse, heartbreak, and even tragedy. Here's the full drama. Interwoven between Hope and Carter's fractured relationship, the appearance of Daphne Rose and Finn's torment as he tries to mend his family with Steffi. Finn visits Steffi and discovers Carter's secret at the hospital or some office hallway. Finn happens to stop by Steffi and finds her talking to Daphne Rose. They discuss a rather sensitive topic. Daphne's budding feelings for Carter, the man who was once considered Hope's other half. Finn's surprise, he listens and is surprised to learn that Daphne is falling for Carter. For Finn, this is completely new information, because for a long time he only heard that Hope and Carter were still in a somewhat complicated relationship. Steffi's discomfort. Steffi is quite confused by Daphne's emotions. She may be worried that Daphne's appearance as a catalyst will make everything more chaotic. The already complicated relationship between Hope and Carter now has a third factor, which is Daphne. In that moment, Finn suddenly realized that his wife seemed to be nosy and quite interested in the story of Carter, Hope, and Daphne. However, he did not want Steffi to pay too much attention or interfere too much because they themselves had many unresolved issues, especially after many storms surrounding the Forrester family. He just hoped that everything could return to normal. Daphne Rose leaves and the mysterious purpose immediately after that. Daphne Rose hurriedly asks Steffi for permission to leave with the reason of checking on someone. Who does Daphne want to meet, from her public display of affection for Carter? No one knows if Daphne is trying to approach Carter, or maybe she is planning some kind of plan to win his heart. Steffi and her husband quickly discuss Daphne's hasty decision to leave. With Finn's helpful personality, he may think that Daphne simply wants to express herself to Carter, or simply cares for Carter in a positive way. Meanwhile, Steffi does not rule out the possibility that Daphne is trying to turn the tables to kick Hope out of the relationship. In any case, one thing is certain. Daphne Rose is quietly entering a complicated love spiral, and she may become the unexpected factor that changes the situation. The argument between Hope and Carter explodes in contrast to the ambiguous atmosphere with Steffi and Finn. The situation between Hope and Carter is extremely tense. At the familiar cabin, they had another big argument about the state of their relationship. Once again, Hope declared that she wanted to end the relationship. She had considered this many times before, but this time, Hope's determination seemed unshakable. Carter fought desperately. Carter begged and pleaded, making every promise from changing himself, compensating for the damage to building a happy future. He was willing to do everything for Hope. However, Hope coldly refused. Carter's desperate words only added fuel to the fire. She accused him of not truly loving her. The pent-up emotions erupted. She condemned Carter for leaning towards the Forrester family and letting them turn their backs on her, blaming her for everything. Hope's extreme anger and the accusation of stabbing in the back. In her anger, Hope accused Carter of betraying her in many ways, the Forrester family. She believed that he was only accepted temporarily by the Forrester family, and when there was a problem, they would not hesitate to stab him in the back. The kiss with Daphne Rose. The information that Carter kissed Daphne was no secret to Hope, and she considered it the last straw. Hope said that for a long time Carter relied on the Forrester family and considered Hope a temporary solution. Now that her role was no longer there, he immediately changed his mind. Hope almost went crazy when she thought that Carter had chosen that family over her. She screamed, her rage pushing their already fragile relationship into the abyss. Carter, despite being in great pain, still tried to salvage it, but Hope did not want to hear anything more. Carter's realization, I was used. Hope's final accusation stunned Carter, and he began to wonder, was he just a tool in Hope's hands? Realizing his nature, Carter vaguely understood that Hope no longer wanted him as a true lover, but mostly as a support when she felt desperate or needed some benefit. Love or responsibility. At this time, Carter had to struggle internally. He still wanted to be with Hope, even though she no longer loved him. He hoped to make up for his mistakes, but also painfully realized that he might have lost too much. Those torn thoughts turned all of Carter's attempts to hold on to him into despair. Hope resolutely and coldly declared the end. Hope collapsed, and the terrible accident when Carter left the cabin. Hope fell into a state of extreme loneliness. She sat alone, sobbing and remembering their sweet memories. This sadness quickly turns into anger. She drowns her sorrows in alcohol, a dangerous act that leads to the next series of tragedies. Unable to control herself, Hope drives without control. She speeds away without fully realizing the distance and the risks that await. It all ends when Hope's car crashes straight into a cliff. The strong impact throws her off her feet and seriously injures her. The chaotic scene, blood, and the sound of an ambulance signal a major incident for the character who seemed to leave in silence. Critical condition and risk of becoming a vegetable. Hope is immediately rushed to the emergency room. The scan results show that her injuries are very complicated. She even has amnesia. This is not simply a psychological shock. The doctor confirms that Hope can forget everything, from good memories with Carter to resentments and broken hearts. In fact, Hope's condition is so serious that the doctor warns that she may have to become a vegetable after waking up. This means that she will fall into a state of complete dependence on machines, no longer able to perceive normally. This is a shock, not only for the Forrester family, but also for Carter himself, who left right before Hope's accident. Carter's regret and promise to return? Carter, who has just gone through a painful breakup, is shocked to hear that Hope has an accident. He immediately goes to the hospital, where Hope is in the recovery room with countless life support machines. Carter blames himself for not being more patient, not staying in the cabin to comfort Hope, possibly preventing her from driving drunk. He is tormented, regretful, and accepts responsibility for everything. Faced with the prospect that Hope may never wake up or wake up with a hazy memory, Carter wonders if he still has a chance to make it up to her. He is determined to stay by her bedside, praying for her. Even though Hope had cut him off before, he still cannot shake off his feelings. Will Carter return to take care of Hope, become her only support, or will he be pushed out by the Forrester family and Hope himself? How will they react when they learn that Hope had an accident? Will Finn, with his medical background, join the team to treat Hope? And will Steffi, who has had many conflicts with Hope, do anything to support or continue to blame? Suddenly, Hope's rival is near Carter. Will she take advantage of Hope's absence to get closer to Carter, or will she also feel guilty? The Forrester family, everyone will surely face a test of conscience because Hope herself warned Carter that they could stab him in the back. Is the truth as Hope said? Or will they work together to protect Carter and Hope during difficult times? Carter's choice and Hope's future in the situation, it all depends on Carter's decision. If he chooses to stay, he may face terrible pressure from the Forrester family, from Daphne, and even from Hope herself if she wakes up with no memory or a vague memory of the bitter breakup. Taking care of Hope. This is the only way for Carter to redeem himself and show his true feelings. If Carter perseveres, maybe one day Hope will recover and accept him. Letting go, on the contrary. If he feels he cannot overcome the wall that Hope built before losing her memory, he can leave her forever. But this choice will leave him with a guilty conscience that will haunt him for the rest of his life. The bold and the beautiful spoilers ends on a painful and stormy note. Hope's accident not only puts an end to her relationship with Carter, but also opens up a series of new dramatic plot twists. All questions revolve around Hope's life and memory, Carter's determination to make amends, and the reactions of those around them. Will happiness still find them, or is this the beginning of another series of tragedies? All are still waiting for answers in the next episodes.